When you look at what your CEO has been putting in place, the restructuring, the kind of the big changes that Citigroup is going through, where do you end up in 1-2 years in terms of the bank?
So this is something that Jane has been very thoughtful about and decisive since her very first time on the job. We had our investor day very soon after she started and really laid out this vision for simplifying the bank. It had already been on a path like that, but to really much more simplify the bank and to do, starting out with divestitures of our non-U.S. consumer businesses, which we had all over the world, particularly in Asia, and that's well along now. And then secondly, in spending a good bit of time transforming our risk and controls and the operations and technology, supporting them, and really getting that underway. And this is what I would describe as the third leg of that stool of change to simplify the company, and it follows from the other two. So for example, by getting rid of and divesting all these non-U.S. consumer businesses, we don't need the same significant geographic managerial layers that otherwise were there, so it's getting rid of those. And likewise bringing the core businesses closer to Jane. So in 2 years, and I am getting to the answer to your question, in a couple of years, I think we believe it'll be a much simpler bank.
Right.
Our expenses will go down, our revenues will go up as a result of being simpler, and I think you'll really, despite this great investment in what we're doing in the transformation, those costs will begin starting to come down at the end of next year.
Is there a little bit of a bumpy road? I know you've also, for example, sold a big chunk of a China unit to HSBC. Does that impact your ability to service clients in the shorter term?
No, not at all. In fact, it's a very smooth transition that we're going through, and we've had now coming on 9 closings of non-U.S. consumer businesses. I'm pleased to say those have all gone very smoothly, and we've gotten good premiums for the ones that have closed, and then in some other cases we've had to engage in wind downs of the business. China's one of them, but this marks the ability to smoothly sell a chunk of the business, so I'd say all of that's going very well, and our business that remains behind, which is our core institutional business that we have all over the world, that's operating very smoothly, and this is not, in fact, it's making it easier rather than more difficult.
Because of the changes in restructuring, do you have a final number of job cuts?
No, we don't. I think one of the interesting things about Jane is she's quite decisive about the direction she wants to go, but she's also very specific about doing it in the right sequence. This is not about hitting a number. It's about making sure we get the roles right to simplify the company, to get the most efficient business that we can get out of this. Those numbers will come over time, but we're not targeting a particular number at this time.